Today we're going to take a look at Buzz Diddle Grid. I'm going to take you guys through how to break down the Buzz Diddle technique and how to really work up this exercise. Alright, Buzz Diddle technique. Let's start by taking a look at the right hand. The one main thing about your right hand is you want to keep your fulcrum constant. You never want it to change. So just like when you're playing normal diddles, it's going to stay that way at all times. The only thing that's going to influence the buzz instead of a diddle is going to be your back fingers. It's almost like fuzzing a diddle, but with some more pressure. You're just going to try and apply pressure with your back fingers while keeping this the same. That way you're less likely to fuzz a right-handed diddle when you're actually trying to play one. Now with the left hand it's going to be a little bit different. You don't exactly have those back fingers to influence the buzz anymore. So what you're going to have to do is just apply a little more downward pressure on your fulcrum right here to increase the buzz, basically. Something to get used to. You don't want to make sure you don't fuzz your diddle, but be able to have a very distinct diddle and a very distinct buzz. Alright, let's take a look at applying buzzes and diddles in the same rhythm while keeping that rhythm's integrity. The best way to practice this is obviously really slow and only placing buzzes on one hand at a time until you really get the hang of it. Alright, once you get a hang of the buzzes on one hand at a time, let's take a look at buzzes on hand to hand. The way you want to work on that especially is, probably the easiest way is triplet grid with the fours. You break that down nice and slow. Once we start to pick up the tempo on our buzzes and diddles, we want to make sure that the consistency of our sound stays the same. One tendency is that all the diddles start getting a little bit more and more gray as you speed up, but you really want to make sure that they stay clear throughout. Picking up the tempo a little bit. One final thing to look at for Buzz Diddle Grid is to work on the speed technique. The only way to really do that is to go back to the basics and really work on isolating your fulcrums and only using your fingers to influence the buzz, so you can maximize the speed and consistency of your rolls.